here is James Harden on his new team.
All right, what's up, y'all? James Harden is officially a Cavalier, teaming up with Donovan Mitchell.
Down 3 points to Denver.
Trade deadline was last Thursday, y'all, and a lot of shit has went down. Cleveland Cavaliers looking different, man.
Jokic having his back turned, he's not going to expect Harden to be there when he turns around. So once he does spin back, he's met with slight contact, but tries to sell the call to get a foul, which results in a turnover, and this leads to a foul on Johnson on the other end off the.
So James Harden turns the Cavs into a problem. I know his home debut is tonight against the Wizards.
With the Cavs inbounding,
I'll probably react to that. AD got traded to the Wizards. There's a lot of shit happening in the trade deadline. Giannis stays with the Bucks, y'all. The Bucks are not going to move Giannis, which really irritated me. Well, I didn't like that move. I wanted Giannis somewhere else, but he had to ride it out. But he's hurt. And the All-Star week is this weekend, y'all. And we got a lot of players that's injured. It's not looking good.
Was to drop down on Allen if Jokic rotated. Then Harden could send it all the way across the court to Tyson for the three. Then for the last advantage, if Harden was to attack towards the middle of the floor, there's a good chance that Cam Johnson would drop down to cut him off, which would lead to an easy pass for Merle to connect on the tray ball. As you can see, right now the Cavs have everything in order to get themselves a clean look. And hey, this just activates vintage Harden. Now
like Houston Harden right there in that play.
With stakes being high on this possession for Denver,
baiting that and 1-3 step back.
As Murray comes off the screen,
this is the game I needed to react it to. I missed this game.
To a kickback for a Jokic three-pointer. Well, with Harden's IQ and realizing his late game so they can't give up anything open, he decides not to chase Murray and instead release him to Allen because let's be honest, Murray isn't going to attack Allen all the way to the basket at this point, and as you can see, he's not even thinking about a mid-range pull-up and he's already gearing up to send it back to Jokic.
Facts.
Once Nikola receives it, he doesn't have an open look, nor does he have an easy straight-line drive. So he has to go back to the basket on James, who does a solid job at holding his ground while the help comes over.
Okay.
And with the basketball gods on their side, Hardaway misses the wide open three, which then leads to Cleveland winning the game on some Mitchell free throws. Yeah. This is what you get from James Harden. And I'm referring to his decision making when he's on the floor. This isn't to say that Darius Garland was a bad player or anything like that, because we all know Garland can make some nice passes, he can navigate on the floor to get to certain spots to score, and is also a solid three-point shooter. But when you get James Harden on your team, things just look a little different. Like on this play here, when Harden comes off the screen, he has the attention of 1, 2, 3 defenders. But if we look at things even deeper, he has the pull of all 5 defenders. Because as we roll the tape slightly, you're going to see Murray drop in to help cover the role, along with Bruce Brown as well. At this exact moment, Harden has many options. He can choose to deliver the pocket pass to Allen, but it might be a little risky. He could also decide to send it across the court to Dennis in the corner, but he's looking a little tired. So if we direct our attention to Cam Johnson, he's plugging up this gap so Harden can't attack right down the left side to get to the basket, so that leaves Jalen Tyson wide open off the no-look to bury this one home. Now that play right there had two options that didn't get explored. So let's now take a trip. Since Russ is chasing, the big doesn't want to allow James to get into that signature floater, so he plays the middle ground. This here forces Keegan Murray to shift over to cover Allen on the roll. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why you have no problem sending Garland away for Harden, because he just makes life easier for your guys on the floor. That right there.
The East is wide open, chat. No, the East is wide open. Whoever stays healthy wins the East, in my opinion, bro. Like, it's just so many stars that's hurt right now. We got Luka hurt right now, man.
Does that make it easier for Allen to roll? But also since Donovan Mitchell,
I think SGA is back at the number 1 for the MVP, I believe, but I could be wrong.
Be deeper on that block or flexed all the way into the middle of the paint.
Wemby went crazy last night against the Lakers. Fuck, he dropped 40. Could have dropped 50.
See, it's one thing to just run a pick and roll, but it's another to be able to make reads out these pick and rolls quickly, as if the defense gets out of line even one bit, you're able to make them pay for it pretty much immediately. This attention that Harden draws when navigating is so special because even if he doesn't choose the wide open option that we can all see right here, it's that pull that he has on defenders that can open up.
I agree. Harden does draw a lot of attention off those pick and rolls, man.
Playmaker. Like when you see Donovan Mitchell dishing out assists, a lot of it comes from him attacking the basket hard and moving at higher speeds to then set up teammates. But with a guy like Harden, you get this methodical approach to the game that makes defenders think for a split second, and in that time of inaction, that's when Harden makes his move so his team can benefit with little resistance. Being able to set his teammates up for success is what helped the Cavs get the W over Denver, and if you would have traded on Polymarket like me, you would have won big. With the Cavs having 50% odds of winning at the start, I knew James Harden wouldn't start cooking till later on.
So they won this game against Denver.
26-37 in the second quarter,
Denver.
as their odds shrank to 43%. Then with a push to take the lead off some Harden free throws to make it 71-70 in the third, I instantly cashed out at 68% odds, netting myself a $203 profit. To get in on the action from all 50 states, make sure you download the app from the link in my description to get to the top of the wait list. Now, when diving back into Harden's IQ on the floor, defenses may try to double him so he can't attack down the middle, but now you give up a wide open butterball. And I only show you that to further showcase how he's analyzing everything on the floor to then make the correct decision. Because if we look at this push here, Harden sees Allen running hard, and this may not seem important right now, but just wait.
Jared Allen been hooping lately, though.
This keeps Hardaway stuck to him, so this attack down the left will have little resistance. Also, with Allen choosing to be on the opposite block instead of on the same side as Harden, it makes Jokic have to choose to help off or not. And if
Jared Allen might go for 30 or 40 tonight, and Harden might go for at least 32 or 25 against the Wizards.
Let's keep something
and it's at home. It's James Harden home debut.
Unstoppable. But this is a Harden who's more crafty when getting to his spots on the floor, and since he still possesses that threat of scoring to the defense, he can use it to his advantage to get defenders in the air with that up fake. And now when everyone shifts towards him, it's another wide open three. This amount of attention from a player outside of Donovan Mitchell is something the Cavs have barely experienced, and it's great to know that sometimes you'll see flashes of vintage Harden operating out that step back for straight cash. Now, all of this is great and all, but there's something I know we all are thinking.
The Kings are the worst team in the NBA. I know that. They done lost like 13 straight.
Been underwhelmed by Harden's body of work in the postseason and want to see him show
what is going on out there in Sacramento?
Couple games that give us hope that he'll dominate, but then it's shortly followed by some stinker performances. So do you have faith that he'll be able to help Donovan Mitchell?
I think that was his home. I think that's his debut game against the Sacramento Kings.
And if you're enjoying the Cavs, watch this Donovan Mitchell video so you know exactly what you're getting from these two. Also, make sure you like, subscribe,
when the
and
Super
turn on post notifications
does everything,
so
it still doesn't matter. We're going to have to watch that video next clip. We're going to have to watch that video soon. But I'm going to check out the East standings real quick. East and West standings for right now as of February 11th. Heading into All-Star Weekend. And then I'm going to cap it off right here, y'all. But let's check it out. Standings, let's go with the East. So far, Detroit still sitting at number 1 in the East, 39-13. They on a 2-game winning streak. Boston got to get a round of applause, man. 34-19. They had already overachieved of what they have already done without Tatum, man. Brown is leading the way. You still got that man. You still got that man, Brown. Who else do they got? They got that man, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser. They just not picked up Vucevic. That's what I wanted to talk about. Vucevic is a nice center for the Celtics to have, man. A W pickup. That's a W pickup for the Celtics right there. The Knicks are now 3rd in the East right now, behind the Celtics. They just lost the game. They lost to the Pacers last game, y'all. I watched that game. And I was like, how is these Knicks losing to the second worst team in the NBA? They had no defense that game. It's crazy. The Cavs just sparked up the 4th in the East right now, man, on a 4-game, man. It's going to go to 5 tonight when they beat the Wizards. But the Cavs, they can make some noise. They can make some noise heading after the All-Star break, which they're already doing right now with Harden in the mix. Let's look at their schedule. They got the Wizards tonight, of course. They got Brooklyn. Okay, their Charlotte game is a must-watch because Charlotte is they on a different timing right now. They was on like a 9-game, and they got broken. But Charlotte, they not slept on. They something to be fucked with. And they're gonna win these next 2 games. Probably going to be a 6-game winning streak for the Cavs right now, winning against Washington and Brooklyn. And then they got to go up against some tough teams going forward after the All-Star. They got Charlotte. They got Oklahoma City, they got New York, and then Milwaukee. They definitely gonna win that. Detroit gonna be a tough one. Back to Brooklyn and Detroit again, Boston, yeah. But the East, whoever can stay healthy, man, whoever can stay healthy, the East is up for grabs. Charlotte is now 10th right now. Orlando's on a 3-game. Toronto's not nothing to be messed with. Brandon Ingram's now replacing Steph Curry. What y'all think about that? That's some W's. I hate Curry is out. I hate Giannis is out. There's so many injuries. Tatum is out, of course. So many injuries at the All-Star. The All-Star game is probably not going to hit the same. Luka's out, so damn. Thunder still number one, 41-13. They're on a 1-game. Spurs are literally on just right here, just killing everybody that they see. They're on a 5-game, man. 5-game. Portland is on a 3-game. What? Kings done lost 13 straight. Yep. That's crazy. But let me look at the remaining schedule at the All-Star break for the Spurs right now. Because I see the Spurs going to the conference finals, bro. They looking nice. And that man, who was it? Dylan Harper? No, it was Castle, but it dropped that 40-piece against Dallas. There it is right there. Last game, February 7th. I watched that game, man, and it was so efficient, man. Like a efficient 40-point. I think it was a triple-double, too, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see that. Let me see the box score. I think it was a triple-double. He went 15 for 19. So efficient. Yeah, that was a triple-double. 40-point triple-double. Like, Jesus. Golly, Castle was balling that game. But they got the Golden State Warriors, but they should win. The Warriors are pretty ass right now. I think Steve Kerr, this will be his last season with the Warriors. Let me know what y'all think. They got Phoenix, Sacramento, Detroit. They probably going to get on that 3-game. And then Detroit. I see them winning against Detroit. Toronto, that would be a good one. They probably win against that one as well. But, yeah. All-Star Weekend is here. Let me know in the comment section if you guys are tuning in. If not, let me know. But I'll see you guys in the next one, y'all. Peace.